Welcome to the Gold Standard Radio Show. I'm Craig Goldenfarb, your host and the founder of GOLDLAW. We've been a personal injury law firm in West Palm Beach for 25 years. This is the show where we spotlight the individuals and organizations making a real impact in our communities. Those who embody excellence, integrity, compassion, and the gold standard in everything they do. Every week we'll sit down with game changers, difference makers, and unsung heroes who are shaping the future of Palm Beach County and beyond. Whether it's through advocacy, innovation, or service, these are the people setting the bar high and showing us what it truly means to lead with purpose. So sit back, get inspired, and let's dive into the stories that define the gold standard.
This is Darius McDougall here on The Gold Standard. I'm filling in for Craig Goldenfarb this week, and I have a special guest to introduce everyone to, Miss Angela Williams. Angela, welcome to The Gold Standard Show. For those who may not be familiar, can you share a little bit of your story and the story behind Mothers Against Murderers Association, or MAMA, and what inspired you to start your incredible organization?
Yes, I got a devastating phone call on January 1st, 2003. On the other end of that phone call, I heard screaming. And the call was from my sister, Cora Sabrina Hayes. She said, "Tori is dead." And so I immediately got up, went to St. Mary's Hospital, which is like 5 or 7 minutes away from where I live. And I got there. It was none of the family members was there. Nobody was there. So I left and went down Dixie Highway to Blue Heron. And as I got closer on Blue Heron to the apartments on S Avenue where Tori resided, which is only like 2 minutes from where I live, I started seeing blue lights. And as I got closer, I seen yellow tape. And at that particular time, those apartments, we used to go, they put us through the back window of those apartments. So the family went through the back window, and we all waited for hours. It seemed like it was hours and hours of wait. And then as the coroner pulled up and they put Tori on a gurney, I'd seen Tori's leg fall from underneath the white sheet. And his leg was just mangled. Tori was shot 7 times with the AK-47 on New Year's Day. He was the second person to get murdered in 2003 on New Year's Day. And my family was devastated. His mom was devastated. So as we approached the funeral, as we got closer and closer, I still was in unbelievable denial that Tori was dead. And until that funeral car put up in the front of the house. And we all had to get in that car. That's when I knew Tori was dead. After the funeral, my sister was still so devastated, and I just asked God, help me to help my sister. Because I was receiving phone calls from her other son. She only had 2 children. Now 1 is gone. And his name is Johnny. He called me and just said, "Auntie, you got to help me with my mom. She's in front of my apartment, walking up and down the sidewalk. She's screaming Tori's name." So I immediately go over there to help my nephew with my sister. And the very next day, I get another phone call. "Auntie, she's here again. She's screaming Tori's name." So I go over there and rescue my sister, and it kept going on and on. And then one day he called me. He said, "Mom, I heard my mom was at Winn-Dixie parking lot, which was located on 45th Street in West Palm Beach at the time. She's in the car, and it's like 90 degrees inside that car and extra 20 degrees from the heat, with the windows rolled up, screaming and crying, calling Tori's name." I said, "Lord, please help me help my sister." So as I was riding down 45th Street in my car one day, just something hit me and said, "You need to start an organization." And it needed to have something to do with the word mama. That's how I came up with Mothers Against Murderers Association. I started out with 1 mother in my group. Now I have 565 mothers in my group. And my sister went through so much, she had a slight stroke behind Tori's murder. And then additional to that, losing Tori, I lost 22 other family members here in Palm Beach County. And now I have a total of 23 family members that I lost. I lost a niece young as 12 years old to gun violence. All my family members were killed by gun violence. As I started the organization, it started to grow. And I get all the phone calls that come in from different people in the community. And I got this one phone call. They say there's been a shooting on Sapodilla in West Palm Beach. And when I got to Sapodilla, I started seeing familiar faces. I'm trying to figure out why all these people are here that I know. And it was my nephew who was laying on the ground. Mm. He had got shot on Sapodilla. In addition to that, I lost a niece in West Palm Beach. She was shot at a park in West Palm Beach, in Magonia Park, not in Magonia Park, over in, I think it's Magonia Park area. Yes, that was Magonia Park, I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
And my niece, Christina, she was shot and killed not too far from the house at the park. She was sitting in the car. She got killed in a drive-by shooting. I lost Angel Brooks, 16 years old. She was shot in West Palm Beach in the torso area. And her mom asked the nurse, was she going to die? She said, yes, she's going to die. And Angel died. I lost so many family members to gun violence. Now I'm here doing what I know I need to do to help other mothers and fathers with the healing process. We go through 3 stages in the Mothers Against Murders: victim, survivor, and advocacy stage. And when they get to the advocacy stage, they're able to help each other, and they don't even realize it, what they're doing in that circle of healing. We call it circle healing, twice a month. First and third Thursday of the month at 7 o'clock. I'll open those doors to those families that come in. And we have a large crowd that comes into the office. It's a lot of tears, there's a lot of hugs, and we always open our circle of healing with a word of prayer, because that's the only way we're going to get through what we're going through. And I try to teach them about forgiveness, because forgiveness is hard. You know, when you lost your child or your husband or your grandson to gun violence. So I try to teach them about forgiveness, because if you're able to learn to forgive, it takes a lot of weight off your shoulders with the grief. I have mothers in my group who have lost 2 kids. I have mothers in my group who have lost 3 children that have lost to gun violence. It's very sad that we have so many gun violence incidents. And during my journey, I have attended 465 funerals. I go to the funerals, I go to court, I go to crime scenes, I go to home visits, I go wherever I'm needed. My brother and I, his name is Artie Williams. So we on call 24 hours a day. I get calls 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, asking me to come to the crime scenes. Our partnership with law enforcement, and also I'm just blessed to have Craig Goldenfarb in my life right now, because we have had struggles trying to keep those doors open in West Palm Beach.
Angela, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Thank you so much for sharing all of those details about this critical mission that you're having here at Mama. We're going to take a break, and we're looking forward to getting back to the rest of this conversation right here on the Gold Standard.
Hello, and welcome today. I would like to introduce you to Vets Place, a dedicated veteran service organization founded by myself, Thomas Coles Reyes, located in West Palm Beach, Florida. At Vets Place, our mission is to support our veterans and their families through various essential services. We offer programs that include housing assistance, employment support, mental health counseling, and community outreach. Our goal is to help veterans transition successfully back into civilian life and ensure that they have the resources they need. You can find us at 401 North Rosemary Avenue, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33401. For any inquiries, feel free to call us at area code 561 206-0599. Our doors are open from Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., ready to assist those who have served our country. One of the highlights of Vets Place is our Veteran Peer Support Program, where veterans can connect with others who understand their experiences. We also host regular community events and workshops designed to empower veterans and foster a sense of belonging. We invite you to support our mission through volunteerism, mentorship, sponsorships, and donations. Every contribution helps us to provide vital services to our veterans. You can find us and more information at our website, www.vetsplace.org. And again, if you'd like to contact us for any information or just to connect, our number again is area code 561-206-0599. And again, our website is www.vetsplace.org. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, Vets Place is committed to serving those who have served.
Welcome back. This is Darius McDougall, and you are here on the Gold Standard. I'm still here with Angela Williams of Mothers Against Murderers Association. Angela, let's pick back up with the rest of the conversation.
So I just love what I do with helping people, helping families that deal with gun violence and any type of violence. I do what I can do. I go to wherever I'm needed. Whenever anybody call me and say they want me to speak, I try to go and speak so they can learn about MAMA organization. We also partner with other organizations that have events. We do that. We give back. We give back to the community. We give back to our children that have lost family members to gun violence during the holidays with toys, with school come up, we do a big school drive for those children. We give back Thanksgiving. We even give back helping with clothes with funerals for loved ones that don't have clothing to bury their loved ones. We give resources. I talk to funeral homes, try to negotiate funeral prices. I do that as well. So I do whatever I can do to help others with this issue because trauma is real. Mental health is real. People go through so much now, especially what's going on in our country.
Absolutely.
People go through so much, and they still are grieving 10 years later, 15 years later. These mothers I've been having with me for 17 years, some of them, and they still grieving, but they don't learn how to move forward because they have other siblings, too, they have to try to take care of. So some mothers and fathers, they go to drugs. You know, they just never know. Some mothers and fathers can't even go to visit their child at the graveyard. I'm always at the graveyard visiting loved ones that have been lost in my family. And plus, when I go to the graveyard, I see all these bodies of young people that have lost their lives. Yeah. But I love what I do, and that's helping people. And I try to get people involved in this, but a lot of them don't see it till it happen to them, unfortunately. When that death angel hit their door, they come to Mama. They come to Mama for help. Even going through all this, I went through my ordeal as well. 2015, I was diagnosed with aggressive cancer, stage 2 cancer. I used to, when I got up to the point where I can get up and get around, I had my brother take me to the office, which was located on 45th Street at the time. And I told him I need to be there. Somebody might need me. So I go to the office, and I sit there all day, waiting on those calls in case a mother need to call me for help. And then in 2020, I ended up with heart disease. I had a triple bypass in 2020 during the COVID time, unfortunately. January, it's just when COVID had just got out there. I went through triple bypass. I survived. I had still had my brother take me to the office, as usual. And you tell me I need to rest, but I need to go to the office. Because part of the healing is for me to heal, is to help other people.
Absolutely.
So that's what part of my healing. And then I ended up with COVID during 2020. I survived that. So we know God is good.
Absolutely.
We know God is good.
Every day.
So I do whatever I can do to help these families. And like I said, I'm on call 24 hours.
Angela, we're going to take a quick commercial break and then come right back to your story.
You're listening to the Gold Standard Radio Show, where we highlight those making a real impact in our communities. At Gold Law, we believe justice isn't about just the courtroom. It's about standing up for what's right, holding the powerful accountable, and fighting for those who need it most. If you or a loved one has been injured due to negligence, you don't have to fight alone. Call Gold Law at 561-222-2222, because when it comes to justice, we set the gold standard. Remember, choose the twos. Choose Gold Law.
Welcome back. Angela, the work that you do is deeply emotional and critical for families affected by violent crimes. What would you say are some of the most urgent needs for the families that you're working with?
All they are asking for is someone to care.
Yes.
These mothers and fathers, when they come to the organization, they see people come inside to visit just to listen to their stories, because everybody have a story. They just want somebody to care. They have lost their loved ones, and they hate to see another mother walk through the doors of mama. And when they do walk through the doors of mama, they just hug them, we sing to them, just show that we are on their side because we care. And it's so important for the doors of mama to stay open, because if they didn't have mama organization, a lot of them tell me they don't know where they'll be right now. So that's very important for me to keep these doors open, our programs going for the mothers and the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are some of those big challenges that Mama is facing right now in carrying out its mission?
Always finance.
Okay.
Always finance. The reason I always say finance because we are study growing.
Yes.
Yeah, we are study growing. Our bills are extremely high, but we know they have to be in a safe place. It's so important for the families to have a place safe to come. So that's why we fight so hard to keep these doors open. And transportation. I wish I had more transportation, because some mothers want to get to the office. They don't have a way to get there. So I normally talk to them on the phone, but that's one of our main challenges too, is transportation. Getting a vehicle so we can pick those mothers up so they can come to the organization for that circle of healing.
For our listeners who want to support Mama, tell us some of the best ways to get involved. So, where do they donate? What's the website that they need to be going to? How do they connect with you to be able to help this organization continue to thrive and grow?
Our website is mama, MAMAWPB.org.
Okay.
And the office phone number, 561-836-8998. You can go to that website and donate. And also, when you go in there and donate, you'll see a PayPal link, and you can donate right there.
Absolutely. When we start looking at, being able to fulfill some of those needs that you're looking for, the transportation, the donations that need to be coming in, looking ahead, what are some of the other big goals? What else does the organization look to do? What are some of your plans over the next few years?
It's to expand our services all through the country. I want Mama everywhere, so those mothers in those other cities and states that have a place to come. Because a lot of people call me from other states. They ask, how can we get Mama there? To where they are at, because they heard about the organization. So that's my goal too, is to expand out the services of Mama and put Mama chapters everywhere.
Some of those expanded services, we talked about Mama's a voice for families, right? Talk me through a little bit more of some of those services that you're providing and just understand how critical they are, but want the listeners to really understand, what you're providing for these families so that they can continue to not only grieve, but move past, such a difficult time in their lives.
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, when I started this organization, my sister couldn't even speak.
Wow.
She couldn't even speak. I mean, it took a long time to get her to the advocate stage. Now she can speak. She speaks a lot. A lot of families that come into the office, a lot of them can't speak. They'll come into the circle of healing, and they just sit there and they'll listen to the other families and other mothers speak, but they say they can't speak. But they keep coming back. That's why I know it's so successful, because these mothers, they keep coming back. They'll call me and say, "Are we going to have a circle of healing today?" I said, "Yeah, we got one coming up." So I normally text them and call them, but they love coming.
Yes.
And during the circle of healing, we'll get in a big circle. Like I said, we start out with prayer. And everybody who able to speak that particular Thursday, they speak. And we have some good gospel singers in our group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have some good gospel singers in our group. So sometimes they'll sing to one another. It's a lot of hugs, a lot of love. We're just like one big family. And then we have meals, because they don't start there. We feed them. We provide meals for these families. So they'll sit there and they'll eat, and sometimes they'll never want to leave. I go past sometimes almost 10 o'clock, because they don't want to leave. When they come in the office, they just want to sit there and talk, because they know it'd be another 2 more weeks before we have a circle of healing, but they always know I'm on call, so they'll call me and I talk to them. I have one lady in my group. I used to talk to her till she fall asleep, because she was scared to go to sleep.
Absolutely.
She was scared to go to sleep. She lost 2 children. And she called me, "I can't sleep." And I just sit there and talk to her till she fall asleep. So we have, and I have some mothers, like my sister, she'd never been to the graveyard since Tori died. And that's been 22 years.
Yeah.
I have mothers ride up and down, just drive all day. It's so sad. They drive all day till they get tired. They run all their gas out their car because they don't want to go home.
Yeah.
Because they know that person is not going to be there. They just lost.
Exactly.
So they ride all day. So with this program, it helps a lot. It helps them grow, and it helps them to help their siblings and other children move forward. But they still have those days, like Mother's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
And we do something special for them on Mother's Day. And Father's Day we do as well. So then we have all kind of art programs that goes on in the office, we do for them. And then I have them to do certain things that, like they make flowers, they do different things, projects and stuff. And then they'll compete against each other. And it'd be so much fun for them and so much laughter. And then they'll cook their favorite loved one meal, and they'll bring it to the office. Or we share meals on Meals Day. So we do a lot. I haven't really engaged in an organization where they can do things so they won't be not doing anything to help them move forward.
Absolutely. When we start talking about partnerships, you mentioned, law enforcement groups, et cetera. Talk to me a little bit more about how can local government officials, how can law enforcement officers and police chiefs and fire and rescue and community partners more effectively connect with you and your organization? Potentially, what needs would you have from these individuals in our community to support the work that you're doing?
I need them to show up. Just come to Mama, and they'll see a whole different story. Just come to Mama. But when partnerships, like Boynton Beach Police Department, I did an event with them on violence. Just about every law enforcement knows about Mama, even the Sheriff Department. They know about Mama, because when a crime scene occur, Mama's there. So I get phone calls from all the different organizations, and plus city officials, River Beach, they know about Mama. So everybody pretty much know about the organization itself.
If you could send a message to a mother who's just lost her child to violence and is struggling, what would you say to her?
First thing I would do, I would give them a hug.
Yeah.
I would tell them, Mothers Against Murder organization is here for you. Anytime you need me, here's my number. Give us a call. We on call 24 hours a day. We are here to help. because they're so devastated at that time. That some of the mothers don't even know how to plan a child funeral. That's the hard part, you know. So that's why I negotiate a lot of times with funeral homes, because they can't plan a child funeral, because that's something new for them. They've never buried a child, you know. So they don't know what to do, and they'll ask me, "What do I do?"
Yes.
What do I do? I say, well, I'm here to help you, and that's what I do. I help.
Angela, we're going to take a quick commercial break and then come right back to your story.
At GOLDLAW, we live by 6 core values: respect, integrity, innovation, compassion, success, and finally, the gold standard. Because good enough is never enough. These same core values are what drive the incredible leaders we feature as guests right here on the Gold Standard Radio Show. If you need a law firm that stands for excellence, fights for justice, and truly cares about you, give us a call at 561-222-2222. Because at GOLDLAW, we don't just represent cases, we represent people. So remember, choose the twos, choose GOLDLAW.
Welcome back. This is Darius McDougall, and you are here on the Gold Standard. I'm still here with Angela Williams of Mothers Against Murderers Association. Angela, your dedication is inspiring. Before we wrap up, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our listeners? Any other either words of guidance, how to connect, how to build with you, how to be able to connect you with a family, etc., that would be just impactful for those listening here today?
If you know of someone that is grieving because they lost their loved ones and they don't know how to reach Mama organization, all you have to do is dial 561-836-8998, because we know there's a lot of families out there don't even know about Mothers Against Murderers Association. It doesn't matter if you're red, black, white, green, or purple. It doesn't matter to us. Color doesn't mean anything to us, but love does, and healing does. So we don't care. All we want to do is, this organization want to do is just help our community and help other communities. We want to help you with your grief. But if you need us, call us. We're here.
Angela, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. I look forward to, of course, spending more time with you, getting to know more about the organization. Before you go, is there any other events that you'd like to tell us about that are coming up that we need to be aware of, that we could put on our calendar?
Yes, we have one coming up in May, Mother's Day, Sunday. It's going to be held at the hotel in Palm Beach Gardens. I'm trying to think of it. I can't remember the hotel right now. Embassy. I'm sorry. It's going to be held at the Embassy Hotel. It's going to start at 12 o'clock. The tickets are $50, and we're a partnership with a comedian that's going to help with the ticket sales and help promote Mama. But we're going to be selling 50-50 raffle tickets, because the proceeds, it's taking so much money to put this event on, so we're not making anything off the door. Sure. But we're asking people to come support us with our gifts that we're going to be selling, and come support us with our 50-50 raffle tickets. And also the mothers and everybody who comes have to pay a $50 fee, but it's kind of hard for some of the mothers who are coming to pay that $50 fee.
Sure.
So we're just trying to figure out a way so we can cover all those families that want to come, so they won't have to pay at least the whole $50. Maybe we can pay a part of it, you know?
Sure.
So that's what our goal is, to try to get this off the ground for the Mother's Day.
Absolutely. Thank you again. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And thank you for being part of the Gold Standard Show.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Craig Goldenfarb. We love you at Mama.
That's a wrap on another episode of the Gold Standard Radio Show. A huge thank you to our guests for sharing their incredible journey and for being a true beacon of excellence in our community. At GOLDLAW, we believe that when we lift others up, we all rise together. If you know someone in our community making a difference, someone who lives and breathes the gold standard, we want to hear about them. So please reach out, connect with us on social media, and let's continue celebrating the people who are shaping a brighter, stronger future for all of us in Palm Beach County. Until next time, I'm Craig Goldenfarb. So stay inspired, stay committed, and keep raising the gold standard.